Sounds to me as though you're the one feeling sorry for yourself.
It's you I'm thinking about. A bloody cripple around your neck.
Dennis!
Red face and a bloody cripple.
I don't care if you are a cripple. I love you. Jeff.
Mrs. Reynolds.
I'm sorry. Nora. Jeff, this is Nora Flynn. She was with Myra when it happened.
It must have been pretty terrible.
Yes, it was. Excuse me, I'll have to go and see Myra's children.
How was it for her?
She was a gutsy lady. Right through it. She kept us together.
I'm sorry if you don't want to talk about it.
No, I want to tell you. She talked a lot about you, Jeff. She loved you very much. You know?
Yeah. We had a lot of plans about what we'd do when she got out. Ever since I've known her, everything I've done was for her. More exams, doing what I could for the PRG. Looking after Kay. I loved her. I'm not sure she knew just how much.
2 minutes silence like we said we would.
What the hell's going on here?
Sorry, Miss Ferguson. We were taking 2 minutes in memory of Myra.
You come any closer, and I'll wrap this round your skull.
What happened to you, Mr. Nice Guy?
Just put it down, Kelly. Scared, Anne. Scared I'm not up to looking after him properly.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help.
Thanks.
Why don't you tell him Andrew Fry's resigned? That should put a smile on his face.
You're joking.
Severe ill health.
Ill health? I mean, he practically ran a 4-minute mile to get out of here at lunchtime.
I think I noticed the symptoms when Queenie Marshall walked into the room.
You don't mean that he's been...
Well, it seems our Mr. Fry had more than a passing acquaintance with her.
God, I don't believe it. Oh, yes, I do, and I love it.
What worries me is the effect it's going to have on the parole hearing. Someone will have to take his place.
Well, it could only be an improvement.
Who knows? I might find out tonight. Didn't tell you, did I? Guess he was invited to have dinner with the minister.
Really? Did he say why?
Flynn's been bashed, Governor. I think she's having a miscarriage.
Where is she?
It's Sister Hall. I don't think there's much
Tell
to be
me on
done,
the way. Beg call an ambulance.
Don't worry, the doctor will be here any minute.
How is she? Is the baby?
No, she's all right, but you'll have to go to hospital for D&C. There's always the risk of infection.
We've called an ambulance. What about her mental state?
No, not good. You can see for yourself.
Nora.
It's all over. I've lost her. She's dead.
I'm sorry. I want you to tell me what happened. What happened?
I slipped. I fell. May found me.
Yes, in Lou Kelly's cell. Did she have something
I was looking for Daphne. I started to feel dizzy. I must have hit something as I fell.
Nora.
End of story.
Don't you think if someone did this to you, don't you think they should be dealt with?
My baby's gone and there's nothing else to say.
Oh, there must be something we can do.
Well, there isn't.
Oh, here, let me massage it for you.
You do, and I'll be the first woman on the moon.
Maybe you should see the nurse as well.
I can't, Essie. It's too sus. Start asking questions. Look, I'm fine. Just had a stiff shoulder for a couple of days. Callie got lucky, that's all.
Oh, she's a bloody bitch.
You can have a nasty lip tomorrow morning.
Oh, big deal. Hell, I'm going to get her before I get out of this dump.
Hang on, Lexi.
Be
We've...
quiet, May. I'm going to make you a nice cup of tea.
Well, that's the most sensible thing you've said since Christmas '81.
Oh, well, don't take it out on me.
Maybe she'll be all right. I saw it on a program on the telly once. Said the babies are real tough.
Well, Daff, maybe if the pregnancy had been more advanced, but if she was hemorrhaging like Auntie May said...
You mean she might have lost the baby? What do you reckon, Auntie May?
I don't know, love, but it doesn't look good.
Oh, here's Meg. How's Nora doing?
I'm afraid she's lost the baby.
Oh, no, it's not fair. Is Nora all right?
Well, she's going to hospital, but Sister Hall thinks she'll be okay. Obviously, she's very shaken and bruised by the fall. Looks like you've had a fall too, Patterson. Well, kinda.
Yeah, I can vouch for that, Mrs. Morris. I ripped my shoulder when I was helping her up.
Do you want to see Sister Hall?
Yes, I think I'd better.
Come along. If anyone knows anything about what happened and wants to help Nora, then Mrs. Reynolds is willing to listen.
Mrs. Morris, it's not fair, is it? It's really rotten what happened to Nora.
Do you want to talk to Mrs. Reynolds?
No, I want to see Nora.
It's not well enough to have visitors.
But I gotta see her. See, I would have chucked myself off the roof if it hadn't been for her. I'd be dead now. She's my mate. I gotta go and talk to her. I gotta tell her how much we love her and stuff.
Well, I don't know that Sister Hall will agree, but... Well, come along.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Morris.
That's rubbish. We're on the gravy train now.
Yeah, but they're not going to like it.
What are they going to do about it? Open your eyes, will you? I've got 'em scared stiff.
Fair enough. But Auntie May's not going to take it lying down.
Look, I just bashed hell out of the old blob. Flynn's finished and Patterson couldn't bash away out of a wet paper bag. Where's the competition?
Well, what do you want us to do?
I want you to go around all the girls and make sure they know which side their bread's buttered on.
Yeah, right.
Well, get going. What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Just thought we were going to do things different, that's all.
What?
I thought we were laying off the rough stuff. Pretending to work with the council and that.
Too slow, I'm taking over. Now, you working for me or aren't you?
For ya? I thought we was partners, 50-50.
Yeah. And why don't you start doing some of the work?
Now, you're only staying 2 minutes.
How are you, Nor? All the girls say hi. Everyone's real sad. I had another piano lesson. Hey, you're going into hospital, do you know that? It's a pity, really, because it's one of them nature shows on. I was going to watch it. Might not now. You're going to be all right, you know. Hey, I read your stars for today in the paper. You know what they said? It said that... Oh, I can't remember. I forgot. But it was good. It was real good. Hey, no. They might give you chicken and chips in the hospital. Remember they gave me chicken and chips that day I come down from the roof? Do you remember what you said to me then, Nor? Gotta keep going, you said. Keep going? You'll be out soon. You can make another baby.
No. My baby's dead. I can't have any more. I've got to keep on going. And I've got to pay my debts. In this world, you've got to pay your debts. That baby was my way of paying for those people I killed when I was a kid. A chance to give back a life. I nearly made it too. But I ended up having to kill one of those bastards who murdered Myra. And so I had to pay again. And my baby was taken from me. You see, you only get one chance. And I've had mine. After that, you're finished. I might as well be dead. Just like my baby.
That's staying, girls. Not staying.
May, what are we going to do? With this, not much. What I'm worried about is what Nora's going to do when she gets back.
Help me knock a block off, I hope.
Well, that's just what we don't want her to do, Etty. If she goes for Kelly, they'll probably both end up in the pound, and that'll be the end of Nora's parole.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want that. When's the parole board?
Day after tomorrow.
We've just got to find a way to deal with Bird Brain over there before Nora gets back.
But you said your shoulder was hurting you.
It's only a sprained shoulder, you silly woman. I've had worse than that in my day. The main thing is to see that Nora gets out of this place.
Judging by the way the women took the news, it was no accident.
I'm sure of it. She'll be out of hospital in the morning, so I want you all to keep a very close eye on her. Very close.
Do you want me to question Collins and Patterson again?
I think you'll get the same answer. I'm just hoping someone will say something inadvertently. Sorry, Governor, can I go back on something you said earlier about Daphne Graham? What sort of symptoms does Dr. Weissman want us to look out for? Well, in her case, it'd probably be moodiness, sudden lack of interest in the garden.
But these would be early signs before she starts injuring herself.
Yes.
Well, perhaps for her own safety, she should be transferred to a mental institution.
I wondered that myself. Premenstrual syndrome isn't a psychiatric condition, though it may look that way in some women.
But it's hardly grounds for a release. I mean, she's committed acts of vandalism.
Only when she wasn't fully in control of herself. We've all done things we've regretted later, haven't we? Now, there is one other thing, and I hate to have to say this, but I'm afraid Dennis won't be coming back to Wentworth in the foreseeable future.
He thanks everyone for the garden fruit, by the way.
And will the department be sending a replacement? We're short-staffed as it is.
I have put in a request.
And has the union been contacted about the regrading of our duties? Now, if we're expected to keep medical as well as psychiatric checks on the prisoners and wet nurse them, surely we need to...
All I'm asking is that you be aware
I'm
of the
sure
problem.
that if Mr. Crookshank were here, it's what he would want.
I suppose we should really elect a new union rep.
Yes, I suppose we should.
But he's only been gone.
I'm sorry, but someone has to do it. Now, I don't think he would like the idea of officers not being properly represented.
I think she's right, Meg. In fact, I think we should do it now.
Hey, everyone agree?
If you're going to hold an election, I'd better go.
Perhaps you'd better go too, Mrs. Morris.
No. I realise I can't hold the post as Deputy Governor, but I am allowed to vote, and I intend to do so.
Everybody's really grateful for what you're doing for Daffy. Music lessons and everything. I really enjoy it. She's teaching me a lot I didn't know. About myself, I mean. Would you like to come in? I've got some coffee. Thanks. I'm not interrupting you. No, I came to write a letter to my mum. I heard she's very ill. Yeah. I've tried to ring her a couple of times. I can't get through. I hope nothing's wrong. Anyway, I really like classical music. You play well. Not really. I don't seem to be able to play anything right now, except the highly emotional stuff. Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff. Oh, but I love the moderns too, especially the Russians. Prokofiev's Third and the G minor concerto. Yes, it's really strong, especially the second movement. And Shostakovich, do you know his Fifth Symphony? Oh, yes. Yes, I do, but I had no idea you knew so much. I don't. I heard somebody talk about it on the radio or something.
See you tomorrow, Wendy. I didn't get a chance to say congratulations.
Oh, we won't know for sure till tomorrow. The rest of the members have got to vote on the decision. Don't want them saying it was rigged.
No one would say that. Anyway, they can't. You're elected unopposed. Wentworth Detention Centre. No, I'm sorry, you just missed it. Yes? I see.
Listen.
Can I give you a message?
We both know what you think of me getting the job as union rep.
I doubt it. If you did, you wouldn't mention it.
But I intend to do the best possible job.
Oh, I see. And that's why you bulldozed the election, is it? High ideals?
Listen, I've only ever wanted two things from this job. Power or the governorship. And we both know what the department thinks of me as governor, don't we? So I guess it's going to have to be power. And who's got more power than the union, eh?
well, then Aunt Harriet found a boyfriend. Nana didn't approve of him, so they ran away. Nana said her name was never to be mentioned again.
Oh, she was furious.
Wonder where they went for all that time. I don't know. I thought she'd write to me, but she never did. Do you want some more coffee? No, she did write to Nana once. Oh, no, thanks. Just before Nana died, there was this letter from her. Nana got almost hysterical and told me to destroy it.
And did you?
Yes, of course.
And your aunt has never been in touch to see if she can help or anything?
No. It can't be that she thinks I'm guilty. She'd know I couldn't have done it. Maybe she's waiting for you to get in touch with her. You should give her a ring. Yes, perhaps I will.
What are you doing in here?
Just talking.
What about?
I don't want to bore you. Let's go to the rec room.
Only if you give us a hand at poker.
I don't know how to play.
I'll teach you.
I'd rather hear you play something, Jen. What do you want to hear?
Boy George.
Does anybody mind if Jen plays something?
Oh, I thought you said you didn't want to.
The piano.
Oh. Hey, what are you playing?
Well, she's playing poker. I'm the hired help.
We'll just pick up and be quiet. Go on, Jen, play something nice and soothing.
I'll see what I can do.
What do you reckon you're doing?
Removing some objects from inside the piano.
Would you please mind your own business and leave me alone?
No. We're playing a game, and we don't want any noise, do we, girls?
Oh, that's right. We've already asked if anyone minded.
Yeah, but you know it's me, Professor. And I'm the only one that counts from now on.
Don't do that. You've got no right.
You're gonna have a go, are you?
Leave her alone, Lou.
Yeah, just wreck off! She already asked if anyone minded.
You hear that, girls? I say she's lying. I say no one wants to hear her play.
Well, hands up those that do.
9. And those that don't? Oi! 13. Looks like you've been done again, Collins. And now I'm going to teach the professor here a little lesson in manners. Lurch.
Get Jenny out of there.
Hey?
Jenny. Oh! No, don't.
Good advice, Collins. You're finished. And that goes for anyone else who's stupid enough to get in my way.
Well, it is a bit early for a phone call.
But it's to my Aunt Harriet. Please, Mrs. Morris, it's very important.
Very well. Get dressed and meet me at the security gate.
Thank you.
Oh, Meg, have you done anything about Thingamy, my lawyer chap? You're going to ring him?
Oh, no, Etty, I haven't. I'm sorry. It completely slipped my mind.
Oh, yeah, well, you've got a lot to think about, haven't you, with Dennis and everything? Or can I see Mrs. Reynolds, then?
Etty, what are you up to now?
Well, I thought...
No, don't tell me. I'll speak to Mrs. Reynolds and let you know.
Oh, great. Lovely.
What are you looking so happy about, Ed, after what's happened?
Oh, yeah. It's terrible, isn't it?
Here we are. Now, how's your shoulder now?
Oh, it'll mend.
No more knitting for you for a while. And stop blaming yourself for what happened.
Oh, well, who do you suggest I blame, then?
Well, Lou, of course. I wanted to slap her face
Try it
so
sometime.
hard.
Oh, rack off. And you can keep your mouth shut too, madam.
It's all my fault. If I hadn't had that guy Kelly, none of this would have happened.
It's not your fault.
Nora will be back today. What do you reckon she'll do about Kelly being top dog? I wish Myra was here to sort all this out.
Oh, Lex.
Morning. Morning. How was your dinner with the minister? Extraordinary, especially after a couple of tongue looseners. Our Mr. Fry's been a very naughty boy. Oh, I believe it. I should have blushed at the details. No wonder they wanted hushed up. No publicity. Sounds like a big headache for whoever takes over. I hope not. The minister asked me if I'd be interested. Anne, that's wonderful. Perhaps.
I'm not really sure I'd enjoy working with the awful people who inhabit the place, though.
Oh, yes.
It is tempting. With me there and you here as governor, we might begin to achieve something worthwhile. Me as governor? Did he say that?
Yes. Think we could work together?
Well, we haven't done too badly so far. When do you have to give him an answer? Oh, I've got a few days to think about it. Thank God.
I took your suggestion. I phoned Aunt Harriet this morning.
Oh, that's great. Did she sound all right?
Bit surprised, but then it isn't every day your niece calls you from prison, is it?
I suppose not. She coming to see you?
Mm-hmm. She should be here soon.
Oh, good.
I know she'll believe I didn't do it.
None of us did it, Hartley. That's why we're in here, so we don't do it again.
I was talking to Julie.
Hartley, you've got a visitor. And Collins, Mrs. Reynolds wants to speak to the council straight after lunch, okay?
Yes, Miss Hagan.
Let's get a bit of work done around here, then.
Yes, Miss Hagan.
Nice girl, that Jennifer.
Yeah, real class. What took you?
May here's been waiting for her turn on the skip. Isn't that right, May?
With one arm, are you kidding?
You don't learn, do you?
I'll
I
do
said
it.
no, you don't.
I asked her to do it.
Nicely, too.
Lurch.
Oh, please, that hurt.
Want to go for no arms?
Flynn, you've got a visitor.
How are you, love? They said that I could see you. Sorry about the kid. I know how much it meant to you. Nor. Look, I was being straight with you when I said I wanted you and the baby to come up country. Well, maybe when they let you out, you could... Well, we could start again. And make another kid.
No, Mick. It doesn't work like that. I had my chance, but I wanted it too much. Now I have to go back inside and... Well, there's something I have to do. I used you, Mick. Trouble was, I grew to like you too much. But that's finished.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be.
Here we go.
But Aunt Harriet couldn't have said that.
She doesn't want to see you. Now, that's understandable. She believes you killed her mother. There's something else that you should know about. Your aunt and her husband are seeking to have your grandmother's will set aside so that you will not inherit the estate. Of course, if you're found guilty, that would fall to them anyway, but they obviously don't want to wait for that decision.
But why? I don't care about the money. She should know that.
They claim you must have exerted undue pressure on your grandmother in order to become the sole beneficiary. They stand every chance of winning their case.
2 at 9.5 days.
Hey, Blob, you fancy a game? Or you reckon you're snookered enough already?
Well, I hope the timing isn't as poor when you get
Jeez,
going.
Kat. I think she's gone off me.
Gail, you're the...
Go on, Lurch, get the table set up.
I don't know where I'm going to go from here. I really don't.
There's going to be a bloodbath, I tell you, the second Nora walks through that...
You lost a bit of weight, Flynn. You've been trying out that new diet, have you?
It's great to see you, Nor.
Yeah, we've been worried sick about you.
Don't you say anything. You just come and sit down, all right?
It's real good advice, Graham. Make sure you take it, Flynn. You'll be a good girl and you won't have no trouble.
Yeah.
Eddie, please slow down. I'm not sure I understand you.
But it's dead simple. I made a mistake, that's all. I don't mind admitting it. I'll sign all the forms, all the paraphernalia, as long as I get out of here tomorrow morning. I've got lots to do tomorrow. I've got to get cracking.
Are you saying you want to leave Wentworth?
I've got to. Oh, don't worry. I'll stay with Sadie until I pull my socks up and get myself organised.
Eddie, it's not that simple.
I can't stay with Meg, not with Dennis the way he is, can I? I mean, he's a nice boy. I'll go and visit him. He's been very good to me,
Eddie, it's not that easy. I'm not allowed to let you go.
But why not? You're the governor, aren't you?
You have to go to trial and convince the jury you're innocent.
But what for? Everyone knows I didn't mean it.
We'll call your solicitor. But you may have to change your plans.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Bloody ridiculous.
Oh, do you know where the governor is?
She asked to speak to the council. They're meeting in the rec room.
Oh, see, you've got to ask to speak to prisoners these days, eh? God, this place needs tightening up. Anyway, I haven't got time to chase her. Here, give her this.
I'm just leaving. I'm going to see Dennis.
Oh, yes, I noticed you've been changing the rosters to suit yourself lately.
That is not true. I'll see Anne gets it.
Yeah, well, it's for Egbert, so it's going to have to wait till the United Nations comes out of session.
Are you sure you feel up to it?
Positive.
Well, don't go lifting anything. Take it easy, yeah?
You're the boss.
I know you want to be left alone and everything, but I reckon I've got to tell you, I think you're doing the right thing ignoring Kelly. Okay.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter. I'll pick up the bits. I know how much that baby meant to you and I know what it's like to lose someone that close. My Aunt Nell, you know, she was the only one who ever thought about me. Could she make it young tart? She used to let me help her. Everyone thought I was a bit strange, you know, a young boy, interested in cooking. She helped me for years, and then she passed away, and well, after that, I couldn't do a thing. And in fact, I felt like giving up, but I'm glad I didn't, because gradually I realized that if I could make a jam tart as good as hers, that it'd be like a tribute, you know, to her memory. So just think, you should never give up, you see.
You're all bloody wimps, especially you, Egbert. She was talking like she was one of them. They giving you a payoff or what?
Oh, leave her alone.
I'll rattle a bone when I want you to join in.
All Julie said was that we'd never win the case, so what point is there in attempting to sue the department?
Well, that isn't old brittle fingers. Let's see if we can snap a few...
Everything all right, ladies?
Yeah, just having a quick smoke here, Mrs. B.
Egbert, the governor wants to see you.
Be back shortly, ladies.
And just remember, no bugger in this place speaks for me, especially the council. And I'm not signing any waiver.
Sit down, Julie. I'm afraid it's bad news. Your mother's been admitted to hospital. They don't expect her to recover.
When can I see her?
I'll get clearance from the department straight away.
Well, there certainly is some improvement. It's all going to take time.
Oh, come on, Doc. I'm signed up to play for Collingwood next season.
Perhaps the season after, eh?
Do you mean that?
Those gunshots destroyed the popliteal nerve, which runs all the way up the back of each leg.
Hey, look, don't blow me with science. And we're going to walk.
Nerve tissue can regenerate, but only at a rate of 1 millimetre a day.
Nothing's going to stop me getting better, you know.
With lots of physiotherapy and that attitude, I'm sure you will. But...
No buts. I'm going to walk again. It's the last thing I do.
I wonder where Chookie's got to.
Me too.
I hope they send her to solitary for being a traitor to her mates.
And Cass disappeared too. She's been out with that skip for over an hour, and I've almost run out of things to wash.
Oh, she'll be a while yet. She's doing a few jobs for Lou and me.
Yeah, a few social calls.
What's going on?
She's collecting insurance money.
What does that mean?
You see, prison can be a dangerous place. But I've set up a little scheme.
50 cents a day, or something terrible might happen.
Look, that's blackmail.
What's 50 cents a day to a poor little rich girl like you? You must be rolling in it.
But I'm not. I don't have a penny to my name.
Then you better change your name, lady. Because I don't give credit.
You see, I want to get out of here as fast as I can. Quicker if you can manage it.
Well, I wish you told me this before. I'm a solicitor, not a mind reader.
I've just made up my mind, dear. You see, I now realise I can be of much better use to the world outside than I can in.
But, Miss Parslow, your trial is already listed. I'll have to... Oh, never mind. We'll notify the court that you'll now plead innocent. They don't like people changing their plea. And then we'll have to...
They won't mind, dear. Just tell them it's me. They'll know I'm innocent.
I'll have to brief counsel to represent you.
Counsel? I've already got one.
Who?
Well, there's Auntie May Collins, and there's Julie. Oh, she's very good. And there's that big girl. What do they call her now? Lurch. Oh, she's got a shocking mind, like a sewer.
Are we talking at cross purposes?
I don't know, do you? You're the legal brains.
I'm suggesting that you'll need a barrister to represent you in court.
Of course we do. Now, don't worry, I can pay. Better get 3 or 4.
One will do.
Well, make sure he's the best. It's vital that I get out. I've got a mission in life.
Oh, thank goodness Meg found Dennis's book. I don't know what I would have done with the women otherwise.
But do the women really learn anything useful in these general knowledge quizzes?
Well, I must admit I have. They've got sections on everything. Listen to this. Who said, let them eat cake?
Sounds like Mervyn Pringle to me.
Here's another one. At which battle fought in the English Channel was Lord Horatio Nelson fatally wounded?
Oh, Trafalgar?
Oh, Miss Ferguson. You might know some of these. Who starred in the 1942 Hollywood version of Dracula and the Monster from the Deep?
I have no idea.
Oh, I didn't mean that you... it's for the quiz, the general knowledge class?
Well, I wouldn't get too wrapped up in it if I were you. Wouldn't be at all surprised if the union puts a stop to it.
It's just a bit of fun.
Exactly.
But it's educational too. I mean, they can do dressmaking or shorthand and type.
So who needs a typist with a criminal record? I think it's degrading for officers to have
come on, I don't think that's the right attitude.
I'm going to make sure it's the attitude the union adopts.
But it's purely voluntary. We take these classes to help the women. It's got nothing to do with the union.
It has while I'm around.
Now, don't forget that you were voted in to represent us, not to dictate what we can or cannot do. And I, for one, won't stand for it.
Seen Kath?
She's putting her slippers on. Says her feet are killing her.
She have any trouble with the collection?
Nah, just the usual moaners. Queenie Marshall wouldn't give her anything.
Oh, where is the old bike?
In her cell. Been in bed all day. Says she's not used to getting up till tea time.
Do you want me to sort her out?
Nah, I already paid her a call.
Oh, she pay up?
What do you think? Anyway, she pays protection money on the outside. Why shouldn't she pay it in here? Thanks very much.
Oh.
There she is. Oh, we've been worried sick, Chooky, love. Why didn't you come back to the laundry?
Ollie May!
Oh, love, what is it? What did Reno say to you?
It's Mum. She's in hospital. She hasn't got much longer.
Shh, there, love.
She's not going to pull through, Honey May. Mrs. Reynolds says I can go and see her.
Well, I should think so, too.
Oh, don't count your chickens, Chooky.
What?
Usually takes them so long to do the paperwork that by the time you get out, well,
Only way's over the wall.
You take no notice, love. Why don't you two shut up?
Reckon she might make the funeral if she's
I will see her. They can't stop me. It's my right. Even if I have to escape, I will. They're not going to stop me.
We're just about to start the quiz in the library, if anyone's interested.
It's unreal, the jobs they got in the papers these days. You need a bloody uni degree to wash dishes. What the hell do they expect for nothing?
Well, you've got to keep trying. Right, Merv?
Of course you do. I mean, if you get your...
Hey, not if, when. I've got a few plans.
well, all right, when? Maybe you should get a job in a kitchen somewhere.
Oh, yeah, meet a hell of a lot of interesting people that way, wouldn't I?
It was only a suggestion.
Look, I was only joking.
Bloody hell, what's the matter with him?
Wait.
He's having a heart attack or something. I'm going to get...
Hang on! There's nothing we can do to help him. Here, And just sit here till you feel better. Do you want anything?
Look, I wish someone had told me what was going on.
In a minute, Lexi. Let him get his breath back.
I suffer with epilepsy.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. I'm sorry.
Take it easy.
I haven't had an attack for over 2 years. I thought it was under control.
Well, it's over now.
Thank goodness you didn't try and put something in my mouth.
Well, I've had a bit of medical training. I know that's the wrong thing to do.
Look, shouldn't we take him to the hospital or something?
There's no point.
But we should tell someone. I mean, we might all catch it.
It's not contagious.
But he's been handling the food all day.
You can't catch epilepsy.
I'm sorry. I know it frightens people to see someone having a seizure. That's why I didn't tell anyone. They don't understand and they get frightened. Anyway, I'd have never got the job if I told anyone.
Well, we're not going to tell anyone. Are we? Not a word. Not even to the other women. Lexi, make him a cuppa, will you? Now, you just sit here and rest. If anyone comes in, we'll just say he's got a bad headache. All right? Now, let's get this dinner moving.
I can't thank you enough. All of you.
I'd never had much time for doctors, but Kenny seems to know his job.
Oh.
He's telling me about this nerve tissue. How to grow back in no time.
Have a grape.
Well, I must be doing something right. Otherwise, they wouldn't be letting me out tomorrow, would they?
They're not. They're just getting rid of a very difficult patient who insists on going home.
Who have you been talking to? Don't tell me it was that nurse with the freckles, wasn't it?
She didn't say much.
I'm only here doing nothing. I can do that at home. I mean, I'll have to come back for physiotherapy, but then I'll be fighting fit.
Yeah.
Sort out John Ferguson for you. Union rep, indeed.
I think a few of them are regretting their vote already.
Look, love, you know I'm going to be all right, don't you?
Yeah.
Honestly, May, you'd like my Aunt Harriet. We used to get on so well together. She couldn't have changed that much.
You write to her, love. Like I said, tell her how you feel. Maybe she'll come and visit you.
Yes, I will. But what if she won't help me? I can't stand the thought of being locked up in here forever with people like Kelly.
Now, that's enough. Don't you turn on those waterworks again.
But she's going to make life miserable for everybody.
Now, let's get one thing straight. We haven't given in to her, not really. We can't. We've got to survive. That's the name of the game.
I've never had to play games like that before.
Most of these girls have never known anything else. I mean, look at that wall. Boring bit of wall, isn't it? The fights and the struggles and the games that go on in here week after week. Newcomers think they're silly. Kind of petty. I mean, who gives a damn who operates the press? I'll let you in on a secret. I don't care either. But we've got to keep struggling. Even Callie has to. Or we'd all be as boring as that wall. And twice as dead.
Is that what's happened to Nora? Has she stopped struggling?
I don't know, love. I wish I did.
The fact remains that Mrs. Barry heard her say she would try to escape.
I think she only meant if we wouldn't allow her to see her mother.
Well, I'm not prepared to take the risk. I mean, this place has got a very bad history. Smith, Latham, Keane, they all tried to escape on hospital visits.
Joyce, would you arrange to have Egbert brought here? I want to talk to her about this.
She'll just deny it.
If there were any chance of an escape, I'd have 2 officers guard her.
We are short-staffed enough as it is. That's why I must call in the union. Now, what if there were a riot or a fire?
That'd be my responsibility.
And it is my responsibility as union representative to report any slackening off of safety measures to the members.
You're being unreasonable.
I will not allow any officer to accompany Egbert to the hospital until I've brought this matter to the attention of the union executive.
This girl's mother could die at any moment.
That's not my problem.
The hell do you want?
I come to kill you.
Oh, really? Get out of me, wife.
It's my turn. Now you're going to pay. Never hurt anyone again, Kelly. Never.
Flynn! Flynn, stop it! Stop it! Oh, she's crazy.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again, but that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down, but the sun and rain are prisoners too. Around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing